Okay, folks, here she is. Ain't she a beaut? I guess you can say. Since this is Christmas Day, the sign I have on the front says everything. But hey, I bought it for myself. My wife just doesn't know how to shop for me. This thing is going to be a real challenge. I suppose I should be thankful for being able to find it at all, but it's just not all there, as anyone can see. But I just wanted the cab. I got to find some parts for this baby, but I've got to start. I think I got a set of doors coming from Arizona, and we'll take a close look at it here. This is some of the junk that was laying inside of it. The board is mine, the rest of it's just stuff that was in there. I guess it's maybe parts of the engine that was in at one time. Gotta be careful I don't kill myself up here getting into it. There's more parts laying inside of it here. Looks like an oil pan. That's the dog box cover, or at least part of it. I'll probably be making something different anyway. As you can see, someone fashioned a set of homemade mounts or brackets to put two mismatched bucket seats on it. Get inside here. Pretty crappy looking. Here's something I hadn't seen before. I've had several Ford trucks. Apparently there's been some leaks through the windshield or down there somewhere because it's rusted out here. Of course, who knows how many years the thing sat around. Let's see. It says 92,021 miles. I wonder if that's the second or third time around. Who knows? Sometimes these old trucks don't get as much mileage as you think, and other times they get a lot. Some of it looks worse than it is. There's stuff in here that you would imagine that would really look terrible. Like, looks like there's been plenty of coats of paint put in the thing. I don't know what that's all been about. Some of it has actually helped in some ways. As you can see, it's open down in there. The under the floor battery box is still pretty much intact. I might be able to clean that up and sell it to a restorer. I don't think I'll go that route with batteries with what I'm going to do. There's the hole where the gear shift came up through. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, they left the old steering column in it, which must have been kind of a job to disconnect, the way these things hook up. They had to take the shaft out of the box down at the bottom. As you can see, it's just stuff down in there. But hey, the horn button's good. Somebody might want that for something. I won't be using this steering column or any of that stuff. Might recondition the steering wheel and try to pedal it off. Who knows? One guy told me this was a tanker. I don't know. There's a little milkiness on the corner of the windshield. Well, maybe. I don't know whether it's that or just inside or outside. There's a scratch here. That's pretty deep. I'd like to polish those out if I could find some of that stuff that you polish them with, because otherwise it's okay. But I still got to cut the windshield. Oh, looks like the old vent or the visors all but gone. However, can always recover that part. Might do that. Never had one on the other side, according to what I see here. I do have a title for it. Now I intend to put it on a late model chassis. There's parts of it that are good and parts of it that are bad. I have some leads on some stuff and some parts for it. think I'm able to lift the hood. I'm not sure. I'll go around here and look. Not only was there a bunch of other stuff in there, but this is the trash I got out of it so far, and I've stomped this down in. Let me see here. I guess I'm going to have to loosen that one thing there. And get it loose. Yeah, it's kind of loose. It's kind of loose on there anyway. Well, I'm going to have to make some mounts to get it on that wooden frame I've got underneath of it so I can get it off. Yeah, hang on a minute. I may have to lay the camera down if I can get this off up or not. Let me put the camera down a minute. Nope, the hood ain't raising up without breaking something. It's pretty tender on the bottom side here. Might be able to reconstruct a piece to fit across the bottom. From here on up, it's in great shape. But I'd have to fashion some sheet metal to fit across the bottom. I'd probably do away with those old hood latches anyhow and put some kind of other latch system on it. What's kind of funny, somebody has painted different colors over this thing over the years, and they actually painted over chrome headlight rings. If you look right down here, the paint actually kind of saved them. They may be in good shape once you get the paint off of them. Of course, you can buy a lot of the stuff for the conventional cab that'll fit this. Not sure about the valance there, but it's not really in too bad a shape. Oh, now let's see what. No, that thing's pretty solid. You know, some parts are solid and it amazes me, and other parts really want the pot, which you don't understand. I've got some other fenders from conventional cabs. I think, well, yeah, that's still, wouldn't have to put much on that to make it right. It's got a few dents and dings in it, which I ought to be able to straighten back out. Seems it got kind of preserved. I think maybe this thing was involved with blacktop work or something, because man, it's just coated underneath with tar and stuff. The inner fenders are kind of doggy. But probably I'd fashion all new stuff anyway, so it doesn't matter anyway. I've got some stainless, look pretty cool use for that. There again, see right up here in the front, big chunks of tar and stuff like that. I think there's a lot here that looks bad that can be salvaged, and other stuff that just has to be redone. I'm thinking of using a set of saddle tanks with it, so part of this stuff is going to go. I don't see a reason to keep it. In the stuff I pulled out, I got these two things. I think that might have something to do with mounting the cab. I don't know yet. Hopefully, when I put this video on the websites I've got, somebody will see some of this stuff and tell me what it is or what to do. Like right up there, it was suggested that up here, that place right there, was some kind of a mounting place for air brakes or something like that for the lines. But I haven't found any evidence it had air brakes yet, because there's no gauges or anything like that in it. But maybe they've been stripped out. I don't even know where they're supposed to go. As you can see, the doors are pretty doggy looking. but there may be something in the upper parts of them I can salvage. I've got a couple of doors coming, but the top parts are pretty good, and I may be able to rebuild those doors for my conventional cab trucks. Actually, the wing wind is still working it. I'll get the mirrors and stuff like that stripped off of it. See, okay, it's a C800, whatever that is. You know, I got a set of fenders from a fire truck. It was an 800, but it was a conventional cab. It wasn't a cab over. About 2 months ago, I started negotiating for this thing, and the funny part about it was, is I knew where it was for 2 years, but I just got interested in it. Okay, fender on this side. Let's see what we got here. This I can fix, and I think I might even be able to straighten this out. It's pretty good down in, well, there's a little place down in there, but I can fix that too. It could be that from here on up, it's pretty much the same as a conventional fender. And if it is, I got some of them that are 8 out in the backside that I could use for parts. So we'll just have to see how this works out. But for right now, I'm probably going to spend the first year just collecting parts and cleaning up what I got. I already got feelers out for a good chassis. I don't know. What I'm thinking about doing is, I'll show you down here. If you look sitting down here, there's a 1-ton diesel van. Now, that was supposed to be an ambulance package when it was originally built. But the company that builds ambulances decided that they didn't want it. The dealer had 3 of them. We bought 2 of them and found a sale for the other one. That's got about 256,000 miles on it. Runs good. It's got a 7.3 IDI, normally aspirated diesel in it. And it's a heavy-duty chassis. The rear end, even though it has conventional wheels on it, is the kind of rear end that'll take dual wheels. It's got the offset brake drums in it. So possibly I might use that chassis and make a bobtail out of this to pull trailers and stuff with. But it would be kind of long, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet. These plans are always fluid with me. My ideas I start out with don't end up being the ideas I end up with. So, hey, this is Christmas Day 2011. And maybe by Christmas Day 2013, I might have something. Of course, the world's supposed to end here pretty soon, so maybe I won't worry about it. Whatever. Okay, that's about it.